So a few days ago, I made a video on the Logan Paul situation and what he did. And that video did relatively good. It got about 40 views, I believe, and I thank you all for that. And I'm glad you guys enjoyed it because I do enjoy making commentary videos like that, even though I'm not necessarily known for making commentary videos. But as you all know, I wasn't the only YouTuber to make this type of video on Jake Paul. A lot of other YouTubers did. YouTubers that were bigger than me and have much higher numbers, and unfortunately, their videos were taken down by YouTube for misleading information. Now, what I don't like about this is the fact that other people can re-upload the video of Jake Paul showing the dead body, and their videos will make it to the trending list, which is amazing because they don't add anything to it. It's just the video re-uploaded. I don't understand what YouTube is doing here. YouTube isn't necessarily doing what they should with this because that video goes against YouTube guidelines in the sense that you can't show gore on YouTube, which that's what it was. This isn't live leak. You just can't show that stuff. And even somebody like Trusted Flagger, who is a YouTuber who is basically the YouTube hero before YouTube heroes were a thing. He said that the video was flagged manually by somebody, and it was manually viewed by YouTube staff, and they still didn't think that the video went against their guidelines. That's amazing to me. That's insane. The fact that that doesn't go against their guidelines, and they still kept the video up. And the video wouldn't have been taken down if it wasn't for Jake or Logan Paul manually taking it down himself, which is, in my eyes, that's crazy to me because what they're doing is they're basically letting big YouTubers such as Logan Paul do whatever they want. They're not affected by the rules, which is just insane. That doesn't make any sense. So basically, you're showing a bias towards big YouTubers. Why? Why exactly? But besides all that, the main focus of this video is the apology that Logan Paul has recently put out. And that video has made it to number 3 on the trending list for YouTube, which I think that's just dumb, in my opinion, because what YouTube is doing is they're giving Logan Paul a platform to put himself on to make his public apology known. Make it known. But no, anybody who has a differing opinion from Logan Paul, nah. We delete that boy. That didn't exist. What are you talking about? I delete you. Now at the time of this recording, the video is about 2 days old and has about 24 million views, and it's number 3 on the trending list. So with that being said, let's jump right into this.
So what we came across that day in the woods was obviously unplanned, and the reactions you saw on tape were raw, they were unfiltered. None of us knew how to react or how to feel. I should have never posted the video.
Now I do appreciate that Logan Paul has realized that what he done was wrong, and he understands that he shouldn't have done it in the first place, but too little too late, I guess. Saying the video was raw isn't 100% true. There is some truth to that because it is their reaction at the time, but it is an edited video, so we're not 100% sure what was necessarily going through your head the entire time.
I should have put the cameras down and stopped recording what we were going through. There's a lot of things I should have done differently, but I didn't. And for that, from the bottom of my heart, I am sorry. I want to apologize to the internet. I want to apologize to anyone who's seen the video. I want to apologize to anyone who has been affected or touched by mental illness or depression or suicide. But most importantly, I want to apologize to the victim and his family.
This part of the video I felt was the most genuine, and I like how Logan wasn't afraid to say sorry. That big S word that many YouTubers are afraid to say whenever they mess up badly. His apology goes further than that and says how he's sorry to anybody he affected. And honestly, that takes some guts right there because he actually said sorry. He actually meant it. And you can just kind of see in his face. This seems really genuine to me. I think he truly has understood that what he did was bad. And I think that this is a step in the right direction for him because he did take responsibility for his actions. And that's definitely something you have to praise him for. He wasn't afraid to say he was sorry and that he was wrong in this.
For my fans who are defending my actions, please don't. They do not deserve to be defended.
And now he addresses the low gang themselves. You know, the god tier mob mentality that almost makes iDubbbz look weak. And he addresses them and says how they shouldn't be defending him, which I like that because we all know how big the low gang has been for Logan and how they defend him a lot in this scenario and saying that he wasn't in the wrong. But he addresses them and saying that he did do something wrong. Don't defend him for it. And I do commend him for that because that also takes guts to say that he was wrong and they shouldn't defend him for it. We all know how big of a mob mentality Logan Paul fans have, especially when you go back a while ago and you take a look at the whole situation where he planted I think it was $1,000 at some sort of event, and even after the money was found, he still basically had his fans running around looking for the money because he never told them. So that just shows right there how big of a mob mentality his fans have, and to address them in such a way and tell them that what he did was wrong and that they shouldn't defend him, that's pretty big in my opinion.
The goal with my content is always to entertain.
I mean, you went into a suicide forest. What kind of entertainment were you expecting?
To push the boundaries, to be all-inclusive. In the world I live in, I share almost everything I do. The intent is never to be heartless, cruel, or malicious. Like I said, I've made a huge mistake. I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm just here to apologize. I'm ashamed of myself. I'm disappointed in myself. And I promise to be better. I will be better. Thank you.
And with that, the video ends, and in my opinion, this is one of the better apology videos on YouTube. And I think that if Logan Paul wants to make himself better, he needs to spend the next few videos actually raising awareness for mental health and not just going back to his normal routine. I think if he does that, then there will be a true sense of closure with this problem, and we can move on knowing that he has learned from his actions. And so with that being said, I think we're going to end the video here. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like it, subscribe if you're new. This is Dr. Memologist, and keep on memeing.